this week for the Angrysnowboarder VIP poll, third place, 28%. What snowboard from the past of snowboarding would you like to see?
Mm-hmm.
In second place, the A Basin Heelside Slasher.
We're not going to tell you what he is.
With 33%.
Until you give us the go-ahead to tell you what it is.
I think I might be retiring that topic.
Yeah,
I don't know, like for the next poll. And in first place, with 38% of the vote, how do you feel about CBD companies coming into snowboarding? Or pushing their way in, I guess. And so the big one is Nanocraft CBD. They sponsor Tim Humphrey, Casey Willacks. You know, you're seeing a lot of that on there.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to see CBD companies coming into snowboarding like we did energy drink companies.
Oh, yeah.
But that shit's actually better for you than energy drinks because that
bit.
shit's rat piss.
Yes.
So I've been approached by a few companies. This is the first one that sent me stuff. It's called Modern Nature, and they sent me 3. They sent me their rested, their relieved, and then their anxiety one. I haven't tried the anxiety one because I feel like that would mellow me out too much, and I don't want to be mellow. Like I like slightly being on edge and scaring people. But I have used the relieved, which is the one for total body support. It's only 10 milligrams of hemp extract per capsule, and I usually take it after snowboarding or a hard workout. It just, you know, if my joints are on fire, it's not like a painkiller. It's more like a, it just suppresses those nerve endings, like those flares and that burning pain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really good. And then the rested is it's a sleep aid. The first time I took one, I was like on the couch, I was watching something. I was like, oh, I'll pop one and see what happens. And I was like, nothing happened. And I'm like sitting there, like looking around, and I was like, why the fuck is it 3 in the morning? It's like, what the fuck just happened? Did I just time warp? So I think they're really good. I think CBD actually has a lot of natural good properties, even though it's not FDA regulated.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes sense for us snowboarders because I know so many people that are hooked on opioids that are using like Vicodin. I mean, dude, if you look at Eero Edela in his video series for Red Bull, where they like go hit that one urban spot, and he's like, yeah, so before I ride, I always take like a Vicodin or a Percocet or something and go in there, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, that shit's so bad for you. But CBD, I think what's going to be the next like freaking charge in like energy drinks did, and I'm all for it. I got sent this stuff to test out and see if it worked, and so far it has. Like the sleep aid works, the full body one does. I've got some other stuff for like really heavy day use, like if I'm really, really beat up. I haven't tried that yet. Have you tried any?
Not really. I haven't personally. My girlfriend has, and she loves it too. So,
See,
I mean, I'm a huge supporter of it. I think it's fantastic. I think there's way too much dependence on opioids or just any of that other stuff that just has these pretty big negative side effects if you overuse it, and if you use it habitually or using it consistently, where CBD doesn't have any of that.
Yeah,
CBD is not a cure-all, so don't get it wrong.
No, there's people that
but it's
believe
got a
that.
lot of stuff that it does do a lot more than pretty much anything else does, for sure.
I kind of view them like I do herbal supplements. Like some of them work and some of them don't.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, there's certain herbal supplements that I take that I do see a positive effect. Like in the glucosamine supplements I take for my joints, like I notice when I stop taking them, I crack and pop more. You know, there's other things like being immune suppressed. There's stuff I take for immune boost that I notice it does help me and stuff. And that's kind of how I feel about CBD. Like it's not the end all be all, but I do believe that it does have some good stuff. My thing is I don't care to get high. Like I don't smoke weed. I don't do anything. So I always make sure there's no THC in it. Mm-hmm. So there's nothing that's going to make me high, you know. And that's where I'm at. I've actually been drinking these CBD sodas. It's 20 milligrams in there. It tastes like old school Sprite from the 80s. Actually, more like lemon lime Sprite slice. And those things, like if I'm really feeling wrecked, I'll drink one of those, pop some CBD pills, you know, ice my knees and shit. The next day, I'm usually really good to go. Like it's it's been pretty friggin' phenomenal for like helping with recovery and downtime.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think that's the big thing for me is I've gathered that CBD it's not going to be as powerful as most of the other stuff you might be trying to take. But the thing about CBD is because of the way that it works, from what I understand, is it doesn't just mask the problem, it actually starts to help. It helps your body fix the problem.
Yes.
That's the way that, and that's why I think it's better than most of the other stuff. Is instead of it just numbing everything, it increases blood flow in certain areas, and like that's the one thing. Like we've got a paste basically that my girlfriend will put on her neck when her neck's feeling really stiff, and it increases blood flow. So then overnight, she feels better the next morning. So it's not something you can take and boom, done, good, usually. But it's something that's gonna, in the long run, make a big difference for you, and something that's gonna help fix the problem and let your body create a solution instead of just masking the problem.
well, so like what I like about taking the rested pills for me is because I have wicked seasonal insomnia, usually starting right around the end of the season and going into right before the season starts.
Mm-hmm.
Like my brain, and with everything I'm doing, I can't shut my brain off, and it's really easy for me to stay up like 36, 48 hours with nothing in my system and just being like a lot of people are like, I was up for 48 hours. Well, stop doing meth, okay? Me, I'm just like, I've been up for 48 hours and I can't sleep. Like my record for insomnia was when I lived in Vegas. I went like almost 9 days without sleep. And my friends were like, you look like a zombie, but you're totally functioning. And I was like, yeah. So for me, it helps shut the brain down and like those neural synapses that are just like firing in there. And I'm like, it's easier for me to get to sleep. And that's a big thing. It's like, and then when I wake up, because I only realistically sleep 4 to 6 hours a night. Like I know that's not healthy, but that's like, I'll go that way for months on end. And then I have like a week where I'm just like 8 hour, 8 hour, 8 hour. And then whew, right back into it. And this, it helps me with that. And I think it makes total sense. Like the way that it works with the body and how it works with your mechanics and like recovery and stuff. That's the thing that I care about is like if I can have a quicker recovery, if I take a hard slam, especially during product testing season where I'm like, oh shit, I got 10 boards I got to get through in 7 days. I can ride all 7 of those days. And some days I got to ride 2 boards, which is is a workout.
Yeah.
And I can go out, especially this season with all the powder days. Like that thing just made powder days so much easier because like you take that hammering in your body, you don't realize it. Like everyone wants to assume that when you're riding powder, it's bottomless and stuff. Let's be real. We're in Colorado. Like you're fighting to get the good lines, and then you're riding chunder and hitting. You're
powders in Colorado for the first hour are pretty mellow and great.
Yeah, unless the road closes behind you when you get to the resort, which that happened a lot this year. But it just ends up, really, really working you.
Yeah.
And I think CBD, any rider that's serious about sponsorship should be looking at a CBD sponsorship over an energy drink sponsor.
Absolutely.
And the market, like I follow the stock market on this stuff, and the highs and lows on some of these companies is astronomical. Plus the fact that pharmaceutical companies are trying to get into it. And when that happens, I mean, that's going to be really weird. But I think even more money will come in.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's going to be a massive market.
It's going to be just huge. And, I'm willing to try any of it out there. Like, I've had a few companies, and I they say they'll send me stuff, and it doesn't show up. But I'm willing to try anything at this point. Like, last year when I did my knee, I was hoping to get some salves and stuff just to do it, and didn't. Because this shit's expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. So, and I'm living my best life over here, making under the poverty line, and but if any companies want to reach out, like feel free to contact me, Averin at Angrysnowboarder.com. Like we'll talk. Like I would love to try your product. If after I try it and it works, and there's an endorsement deal or something, I'd have no problem with that. Like this is something I can get behind fully.
Definitely.
I mean, it's way better than all the vape companies that keep hitting me up. And I was like, no, I don't vape. I don't need any of your gluten-free vapor juice.
Nope.
Like
we don't need a Dorito-flavored vape.
Fucking vaping, dude. Some chick was trying to vape in the liquor store the other night. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, it's cool, it's not. I was like, Colorado Clean Air Act, bitch, get the fuck out. Like, I don't want to fucking smell your cotton candy breath.
Yeah.
And all your vapor going all over my bottles. I'm here to enable people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
I don't need you in here breathing on me with that shit. I don't know what the fuck is in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fucking vapes, dude. I fucking hate that shit. I fucking hate energy drinks, too. Okay. Well, I think that's enough on that topic.
Yep.